computer-based algorithms for solving network. Computer algorithms for network solution. Very simple topic, very interesting topic. We start with, I'll define what is known as a general element. What is a general element? Now we'll have a general element. This will be one unit. This will be treated as a single unit. General element is comprising of a resistance, a voltage source, and a current source. So between two nodes I and J, we have kth element. This element is kth element. Between two nodes I and J, this is the kth element. Its resistance is Rk. I'll start with DC circuit and then later on we will replace DC elements by phasors. It's got a voltage source Vsk and it has got a current source. Current source I'll take downwards. That's easier. Current source Isk. This will be treated as one element. All the 1, 2, 3 things combined together will be treated as one element. This we'll call as a single element. Sometimes not all elements need to be present. What are the different forms of the element possible in our circuit? We can have a simple resistance. Different forms possible is simple resistance in which Vsk is 0 and Isk is 0. This is one possibility. Rk between elements between nodes I and J with element kth element. Various possible forms of this general element that can occur in a circuit. One is this. Second one is, this is one. Second one is this Ij plus minus Vsk and Rk. This is kth element. Second possible in which Isk is 0. Third possible variant of general element is that it can have a current source Isk and Rk between nodes I and J. Fourth possibility is we just have a voltage source, an ideal voltage source plus minus Vsk between nodes I and J. And we can have another variant as a simple current source as Isk between I and J. So these are 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 variants of this general element. Either you can have all, and this is the 6th one. All these will be treated as a single element in a network. All of these will be treated as a single element. Huh? Yes.
Sir, I think your screen has freezed, sir.
Screen is frozen. Then I'll have to go out and come back again.
Yes,
Wait,
I
I'll
think
do
so.
that. I will do.
No, sir, it's fine.
No, sir, it's fine.
Fine, sir. It's fine. Fine, sir.
Okay, sir, then I think it's in my end, sir. Then I am rejoining, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. So this is what you can have as a general element, and these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 possible variants of this general element, and all of these will be treated as a single element in the network. For example, let me draw a network and then let's count the number of elements. I have a network. First of all, we have to learn the counting, how to count the number of elements in the circuit. This is VS1, R1, R2, IS2. This is R3. This is plus minus VS4. I've given away the numbers to you, R5. How do we count the elements here? This is a single element, isn't it? This is a single element.
Yes, sir.
It belongs to type 4. It belongs to type 4, an ideal voltage source. This is one element, element number 1. And what about this? Just a resistance, element number 2. This is type 1, simple resistance. This is one element, a current source and a resistance in parallel. Element number 3. This is element number 4. This is element number 5. And this is element number 6. I'll give you more examples. This is a current source. This is a voltage source. I'm not putting the values. How many elements do we have in this network? As per our definition of a general element and its variants, how many elements do we have in this network?
Sir, 4.
Three,
This
sir.
is one. This is
Sir,
this
3.
is one element. This is one element. This is second element. This is third element, and this is fourth element. There are 4 elements. When elements are connected between different nodes, we will count them as separate elements. We will not combine these resistances together. We'll take these resistances separately because they are connected between different pairs of nodes. एक और करिए, do one more please. Count the number of elements in this circuit. Count the number of elements in this circuit.
4.
4, sir.
This is 1. Do you agree? This is 2. This is 3. This is 4. And what about this? This is plus 1. What about this? This is also an element. So there are 5 elements in this circuit. Any doubts in this? This is first element in which everything is present. This is the second. This is element number 1. This is element number 2. Only resistance is present. Element number 3. Only a current source. Element number 4. Voltage source and a series resistance.
3 and 4 will converge.
3 and 4, हाँ.
हाँ सर,
Very
3
good.
और 4
Very
एक
good.
बराबर होंगे.
Very good. I could not trap you. Sorry, I could not trap you. I tried trapping you. I failed. Thank you very much. You did not fall for my trap. Excellent. That's great.
No, sir.
This is element number 3 and this one is element number 4. So there are 4 elements in the network. Yes, please.
कुछ नहीं सर, ये हो गया.
हो गया. So you can count the number of elements if a network is given, and an element between ith and jth node is represented by a single line. This is kth element, and in a graph it will be represented by a single line. We will call this as an edge or a branch. The element will be replaced by a single line in a graph of a network. This single line, it could be like this, or if you wish, you may draw it like this between ith and jth node, or if you wish, you can draw it like this between ith and jth node, but I would not prefer if you draw it like this. Don't draw it like this. This is not acceptable. This is all right. This is all right. This is all right. So this is an edge. We call this as an edge or a branch. These are called the terminals. These are called the terminals. These are called the terminals. Okay. Let's draw the graph of a network. Let's take a simple network and draw its graph. Let's see how the graph will look like. Let's take a very simple network. Let me just number the how many nodes or the junctions of elements will you have now? We'll have slightly different variation of node here. Node will be now the junction of elements. Junction of elements. So this is one element. This is another element. This is third element. This is fourth element, and this is fifth element. So there are 5 elements. Where are the nodes? This is one node. This is another node. This is another node. And this one is our bigger node. So we have node number 1. We have node number 2, node number 3, and let me call this as node number 0. Is the concept of node clear to you now? Now we will not look at the, yes?
तो ये रेजिस्टेंस कंबाइन क्यों नहीं किया आपने?
Because they are connected between different nodes. 2 to 3 is a different pair of nodes. 3 and 0 is a different pair of nodes. We are not combining anything. We will take the network as it is. And this network has to be fed to the computer for solution. We will not do anything from our side. All right. We will not combine this. Is the concept of nodes clear to you?
Sir, what if they are in parallel?
Even then we will maintain them separately. They will be treated as separate. We will not combine anything. We'll keep them separate, take them as separate elements. We will not be doing any combination here. We will leave the elements as it is without any combination. We will not modify the network except in 1 or 2 cases that I will discuss later. But in general, we will not modify our network at all. We will use the network as it is and feed it to the computer for solution. All right. So is the concept of node clear to you now?
सर अगर करंट सोर्स के साथ एक रेजिस्टेंस लगा दें तो अलग-अलग काम करेंगे ना?
Current source or resistance. This
So
will be
series में
treated- सीरीज में कभी नहीं होगा बेटा. करंट सोर्स की सीरीज में रेजिस्टेंस कौन लगाएगा? अगर ये केस है तो आप you will treat this as a separate element. You will treat this as a separate element because it doesn't qualify as any of your above mentioned elements. हमने ये we have discussed this is our general element and then these are the variants. So this is one element. This is one element. The resistance is the one element. So if they are in series, they will be treated as 2 separate elements. Fine. Solution will take care of that. We will not come across such cases. So is the concept of nodes clear to you? It will be the junction point of 2 or more elements. This is one element. Previously, if you remember, we were calling this as a node. But for graph theory, we will not call this as a node. This is the internal node of the element. We will just treat this as one element and its junction with some other element will be treated as a node or a vertex. We'll call this as a node or a vertex. Is the concept of node clear to you in graphs? Okay, now let's draw the graph. So first of all, I'll mark the nodes. I'll just place the nodes. Node number 1, node number 2, node number 3, and then the reference node, node number 0. Then we will start joining these nodes. What is connected between node 1 and 0? This is our element number 1. What is connected between node 1 and 0? थोड़ा सा छोटा करूँ, ग्राफ ये ज़्यादा बड़ा हो गया है. Okay. What is connected between 1 and 0? Element number 1. So I'll replace this with a straight line. This is element number 1. What is connected between nodes 1 and 2? Element number 2. So this is our element number 2. Connected between 2 and 3 is element number, let's say 3. This is our element number 3. Connected between 2 and 0 is element number 4. All elements to be replaced by straight lines or curved lines. Then what is element number connected between 0 and 3 and 0? Element number 5. Element number 5. This is 4 and this is 5. So this is the graph of the given network. We will take some more examples, don't worry. Is this clear how to draw the graph of a network? We'll do some more examples. I'm not writing the element values. I'm just showing the different kinds of elements. So this is a network. How many elements do we have? First question. Count the number of elements. First, count the number of elements. Yes, please.
4.
4.
This is 1, element number 1. This is 2, element number 2. This is 3, element number 3. And this is 4, element number 4. Wonderful. So we have 4 elements. Okay, let's mark the nodes. How many nodes do we have? How many nodes do we have? 3. We have one node here. Is that correct? One node here. We'll call this as node 1. We'll call this as node 2. And then we have one node here, which is our node 0. So we have 3 nodes. 3 nodes and 4 elements. So before we start drawing the graph, let us place the nodes first. Node number 1, node number 2, node number 3. Draw the graph. We have an element between 1 and 0. Okay, we have one element. We have another element between 1 and 0. No problem. We have one element between 1 and 2. Done. We have one element between 2 and 0. Done. Now number these elements. Let's say this is element number 1, element number 2, element number 3, element number 4. This is the graph of this network. Any doubts in these graphs? This graph or the previous one? So if I give you a network, can you draw its graph? So let me give you one network and you draw its graph. You draw it first and then I'll discuss. This is the network. These are voltage sources. This is a current source. This is a voltage source. Identify the first step. Identify the elements. Do that first and tell me how many elements do you see?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6.
6 elements.
6.
Or 6 elements. 6. E equal to 6. Let me check. This is 1. Let me number them. 1. This is 2. This is 3. This is 3. This is 4. This is 5. Very good. So you got it right. There are 6 elements. Done. First part done. Elements 6. Number 2, identify the nodes. Identify the nodes.
4 nodes.
Four nodes. So we have first node here. This is node 1. Node 1. Then we have a node here. Node 2. We have a node here. Node 3. And we have one big node here. Node number 4, which we write as 0. Okay. So there are 4 nodes. N is equal to 4, including reference node. Fine. Number 3, draw the graph. Then draw the graph of this network. You draw it, then I'll draw it for you. Before you draw the graph, place the nodes and then start putting the edges one by one. Place the nodes 1, 2, 3 and the reference. Node number 1, node number 2, node number 3 and node number 0. Okay. Join the edges. Okay, so I'll draw it. Between 1 and 0, I have this element number 1. This is element number 1. Between 1 and 2, I have element number 2. Between 2 and this reference, we have element number 3. Then we have element number 4. We have element number 5. And we have element number 6. 6. Fine. This is element number 6. Such a graph has a peculiar shape. Which shape is reminded?
Ice cream cone.
Ice cream cone. Well, we call it a parachute graph. We call it a parachute graph. Ice cream cone would have been better, yes, more palatable. But parachute saves your life. So this is the parachute graph. So now we can draw the graph of any network. So we have developed that expertise. Once we have drawn the graph, let's go deeper into the graph. Definition of graph. The graphs that we have shown till now are called undirected graphs. Undirected graphs. All the graphs that I have drawn till now are undirected graphs because their edges or branches do not have any direction. Directionless graph, undirected graph. So these graphs are undirected graphs. But for circuit analysis, we will need directed graph. We will have to assign directions to the edges. And these directions would correspond to which electrical quantity? This
Current.
Current. Yes. So using a selected direction of current in every element, we will assign the direction of the edges. And then the graph that we will get will be called as a directed graph. Directed graph. Directed graph. Directed graph, all the edges of the graph, all the edges or branches, all the edges or the branches, branches. All the edges or branches have directions. And in our case, these directions are basically the current flow, current directions. They are current directions. Okay. Let's take a simple graph. Now let's go back to our general element. In general element, I have not shown any direction so far. Let me check. In general element, I have not done anything. Okay. So let's go back to our general element. This is the kth element. This is the kth element. Connected between ith and jth node. This is Rk. This is VSK, and this is ISK. This is the kth branch. This is the kth branch. So we said that the voltage between ith node and kth and jth node is plus minus Vk. Vk plus minus Vk. This is the voltage across the kth element. This is the voltage across the kth element of the network, and the current that goes into kth element is Ik. This is as per our passive sign convention. Current flows from higher potential point to lower potential point. So we assume that I is at a higher potential than J. So current flows from ith to jth node. So this will decide the direction of the edge. Direction of the edge. We can assume any direction, and that will have to be translated to the graph. So let's start a simple network. This is a simple, let's take a very simple network comprising of 1, 2, 3, and 4 elements. Will not put any values to these elements. This is branch number 1. So let this be the direction of current I1. This point is at a higher potential as compared to this. This is our reference. This is our element number 2. This is the direction of current I2, assumed direction of current, and this is plus, this is minus. This is the direction of current in element number 3. This is at a higher potential. This is V1, this is V2, this is V3. So V1 is greater than V2, greater than V3, as we have done in node analysis. And this is the direction of I4. So we assign arbitrary directions to the currents of the elements. Now let's draw the graph. Yes, please.
Sir, V1
Any
V2
doubts?
तो same ही है.
That is, हाँ, V1 V2 सेम हो गए. Yes. तो इसको मैं V1 ही रहने देता हूँ. Same. This is same. Okay. So can we draw the graph of this network? We have how many elements? Let me number the element. This is element number 1. This is element number 2. This is element number 3. This is element number 4. So we have 2 nodes here and 1 node here. Let's draw the graph. Let us draw the graph. This is our node 1. This is node 2. This is our reference node 0. If you wish, we can show it as a reference node, and then we assign the directions. Element 1 is in this direction, element 2 is in this direction, element 3, the current is in this direction, element 4, the current is in this direction. So this becomes a directed graph. This becomes a directed graph. This becomes a directed graph. So assign arbitrary directions to the elements and translate that into your graph. Transfer those directions into your graphs, and that will become a directed graph. Do one more example. Solve one more example. Draw the graph. You number the elements, number them like this. This is element number 1, element number 2, element number 3, element number 4, element number 5. These are the 5 elements. Assign direction. For this one, the current has to go down. Current has to go down. It will flow like this. For this, it is 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 like this. If I assume that this voltage V1 is greater than V2. Draw the graph and assign the directions. So we have node 1, node 2, node reference, 1 element, 2 element, 3 element, 4 element, and 5 element. Is this the graph that you are getting? Are you getting this graph? This is element 1, element 2, element 3, element 4, element 5. And then you assign the directions as decided earlier. So these are the directions. This becomes the directed graph of this network. This is node 1, this is node 2, and this is our reference node. This becomes a directed graph. So now if a network is given, we can draw its directed graph. Okay. Now then comes concept of connected and unconnected graphs. Connected and unconnected graphs. Unconnected and connected graph. Is this graph a connected graph or an unconnected graph? The graph that you see. Is it a connected or unconnected?
Connected.
Connected. Why are we calling it as a connected graph? Why are we calling it as a connected graph?
Each node is connected to some another node.
Every node is accessible. We have paths to all the nodes. From one node, I can go to any other node in this graph. So every node is accessible. We have path available from any node to any other node in the network. So all nodes are accessible. All nodes are connected through paths. Hence, this is a connected graph. This graph is also a connected graph because if I'm here and I want to go here, I can go here. If I'm here, I can go here, I can go here. Paths are available. So this is a connected graph. These are all connected graph, connected and directed graphs. Unconnected graph. Suppose I have graph of this kind. Is this a connected graph or unconnected graph?
Unconnected.
Sir, so in the previous graph, how is node 1 accessible from node 0?
You can move from here to here.
So, but the direction is given.
You're not worrying about the direction. There is a path is available, right?
Okay.
A path is available, so we can move along that path. An element is connected from 0 to 1, so I can traverse from 0 to 1, isn't it?
Okay, sir. Thank you.
So it's mainly about the connectivity of the element between the nodes. If two nodes are connected by an element, then these two nodes are connected nodes. Now, what about this graph? Is it a connected or an unconnected graph? What is your answer?
Unconnected.
Unconnected.
Connected.
Connected. This is a connected graph. You can
Connected.
go to any node from any other node. Paths are available. All nodes are connected through elements and paths are available. This is a connected graph. But if I remove this edge, it will become unconnected graph. It will become an unconnected graph because I cannot go from, let's say, node number X to node number Y. There is no path. This is an unconnected graph.
Infinite resistance.
I should basically call it as two unconnected subgraphs. I should call this as the correct term would be two unconnected subgraphs or graphs. Two unconnected subgraphs or graphs. Two unconnected graphs. Sub word will bring it later. So if let's draw one more graph. I have a graph here. I have a graph here. Are these connected graphs or unconnected graphs?
Unconnected.
They are unconnected graph. If this is connected here, then they will become connected.
Connected हो जाएगा.
बिल्कुल. If this is not present, they are two unconnected graphs. अच्छा, एक चीज और बताइए मुझे. What about this? Is it an unconnected graph?
Yes, sir.
Yes, this is a special case of an isolated node. Special case of an isolated node. One node is isolated. So we don't have path from other nodes to reach this node. This is an isolated node. So this is also an unconnected graph. So we will have connected graphs, we will have unconnected graphs. We have directed graphs, we have undirected graphs. Now we have a very interesting term called tree of a graph.
सर एक डाउट है सर.
हाँ बोलिए.
सर आइसोलेटेड नोड का सर्किट कैसे होगा?
Isolated node is a special case. वैसे हो इस तरीके से सकता है. Suppose you have an element which is shorted in itself. You have an element which is shorted in itself. You take a resistance and short its two ends and keep it separate. So that becomes an isolated node. It's a special case. It's a special case. Isolated. Tree of a graph. Tree of a graph. Oh, that's why I'm using green color. Green, tree of a graph. We should plant trees. आप लोग पेड़ लगाते हो? लगाया करो, please.
हाँ सर.
हाँ.
लगाते हैं सर.
बिल्कुल, you should do that because after all, you have to live in this world for a longer period. We will leave. So you have to make the world livable for yourself. So plant trees and take care of those trees. Okay, what is a tree of a graph? Let me write the definition. Tree of a graph is a connected subgraph. First thing, it's a connected subgraph. Number one. Number two, it does not contain any closed path. Tree of a graph is a connected subgraph. Subgraph, now this word subgraph has been introduced, means it will not have all the elements of the original graph. It will have only few elements of the graph. And these elements will be such that it will be a connected subgraph, yet it will not contain any closed path. Very simple, nothing special about it. We have this graph. Let's do it. We have this graph. This is a graph. I just place the nodes and I draw a tree. It contains elements number 1 and 2. It contains elements number 1 and 2. Yes. Is it a connected subgraph?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Does it contain any? Why is it a subgraph? Because it contains only 2 out of 3 elements of the original graph. Original graph had 3 elements. Now it contains only 2 elements. So this is a subgraph. Number 2, there is no closed path. I can draw another tree of the same graph. Is this a tree? Is this a tree? It contains now elements
sir.
number 1 and 3. This is a tree. Any other possible tree of this graph? Any other tree?
Element 2 and 3.
सर 2 and 3 भी हो सकता है सर और सिर्फ 1 भी हो सकता है ना सर.
Single branch.
अभी एक मिनट
सिर्फ
पहले
one.
एक मिनट कर लूं मैं 2 और 3 को कर लूं. Let me do 2 and 3. So this is a tree, all right. This is a tree, all right. This is a tree, all right. And what you were saying? Just
सिर्फ 1 सर.
सिर्फ 1. सिर्फ 1 लिया तो मेरे पास ये बचा. Isn't it?
नोट्स भी आएंगे सर.
हाँ. First of all, I'll draw all the nodes. First step, and then put the elements. So this node remains isolated. So this is not a tree. So remember, we had 3 elements and the tree had 2 branches. All right. The remaining element that we don't use in the tree is shown with a dotted line. Is shown with a dotted line, and this we call as a link. This dotted line is called a link. So we have tree branches We have tree branches 1 and 2 and link number 3. We have tree branches 1 and 3, link number 2. Tree branches 2 and 3, link number 1. Fine. What is the speciality of a link? What is the speciality of a link? Can you spot it? To a tree, if you put the link back, or if you attach a link, what happens to the graph?
Short
It creates a closed path. So links will always be associated with closed paths. If you have a tree, and you put the link back in the tree, or you attach the link to the tree, it will generate a closed path. So links always generate closed paths, which we will call as mesh if they are the smallest closed paths, or loop. In this case, the links are generating meshes or loops?
Meshes.
Meshes. So is the concept of tree clear to you? We'll take more examples, don't worry. What is a tree? It's a subgraph of the original graph. So that means it will contain lesser number of elements, and it is connected, means all the nodes should be connected, all the nodes should be accessible, yet it should not provide any closed path. It should be open paths. So the branches that are a part of the tree are called tree branches, or simply branches. They are called tree branches or branches. And the left out elements are called links. When you put a link in a tree, it will generate a closed path. This closed path could be a mesh if it is the smallest closed path, or if it is a bigger path, then it will be called a loop. Let's take another example. Let's change the page. Node 1, 2, 3, and 4. We have this, we have this, we have this, we have this, and we have this. Fantastic. Element 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there are 5 elements. So let's draw one tree. There can be many trees. We'll just draw 1 or 2. Just connect the elements like this. This is node 1, this is node 2, this is node 3, this is the reference node or node number 4. This is one tree. This is one tree.
Hello.
Yes. Hello.
So there are 6 elements, I think.
There are 6. 1, 2, 1, 2. कौन सा छूट गया यार? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 elements. एक एलिमेंट ये है 1. देखो यार फिर से 1. This is 2. This is 3. This is 4. हाँ, this is 5 and this is 6. नंबरिंग गलत कर दी थी. नंबरिंग भी भूल गया यार. I think I'll have to go back to nursery class. Okay, there are 6 elements. So we have a tree made of 1, 3, and 5. Okay, let me draw another tree. I can draw a tree like this. This is 1. This is 2. This is 3. This is 4. What are the elements connected in this tree? Number 6, number 4, number 3.
Number 3.
Number 3, 3, 4, 6 हो गया ना? ठीक है. We can have some zigzag kind of a tree. Let's have this kind of a tree. This. 1, 2, 3, 0. We have element number 2, element number 3, element number 5. Fine. Good. We can draw many trees. Let's not draw more trees. Is the concept of tree clear to you? Is the concept of tree clear to you? Now, how many branches do we require to form a tree? Branches required to form a tree. Let's put this
N
word
minus
minimum number of branches, minimum number of branches required to
One.
form a tree.
minus one node.
N minus
N minus 1.
अरे
N minus
यार तुम्हारा बैच गजब है. Excellent.
N
N
minus
minus 1. Shabash. This is beautiful. Simply out of the world. Yes. If you have 4 nodes, you need only 3 branches to form a tree. We had 1, 2, 3, 4 nodes and we needed only 3 branches to form a tree. Only 3 branches are required. So we had 6 elements. Number of elements was 6. Number of branches are 3. So we will have 3 links, isn't it? We have 6 elements. 6 elements. Tree branches are 3. Remaining ones are links. Okay, let's put the links and see the closed paths they create. Let's look at this. किसमें लें? चलो इसमें कहीं भी कर रहे हैं. So let's put number 2 back. It creates a closed path. Let me put 4 back. It creates a closed path. Let me put this back. Now here we could have defined our path like this, or we could have defined our path in some other way. That we will do later. But the point is, whenever we put a link back into a tree, it will create a closed path. Then we will define our closed paths. We will have some special requirements of a closed path that we will discuss later. But every time you put a link, you create a closed path. You put 2 back. Do you get a closed path? Yes. You put 1 back, you get a closed path. You get 5 back, you get a closed path. So every link will create a closed path. Let's stop at this point only. Every link will create a closed path.
Excuse me, sir.
हाँ, yes please.
सर अगर हम आखिरी एग्जांपल में 6 ऐड कर लेंगे तब तो कोई क्लोज्ड पाथ नहीं बनेगा.
क्यों बेटा, ये 6th मैंने ऐड किया ना, इसमें 6
सर,
ऐड किया.
सर उसके नीचे वाले में.
इसके नीचे वाले में 6 तो ऑलरेडी है. It is a tree branch. 6
sir.
is already
मैं
a tree
राइट
branch.
वाले में, सर उसके राइट वाले में.
इस
सर मेरे
वाले-
को दिख गया. सर अब दिख गया मेरे को.
क्या दिख गया बेटा? You want to
Closed
discuss
path.
this? You-
नहीं सर
अच्छा,
पता चल गया.
closed
अब-
path बन जाएगा सर इसको.
इसको मैं कर देता हूँ. I'll do it for you. Don't worry. Okay, let's put 1 back. We get a closed path. Let's put, ये कौन सा नंबर था यार? This was number 4. So when I put 4 back, I get a closed path. When I put 6 back, I get a closed path. Later on, I will specify the closed paths. Right now, just it's sufficient for us to know that it creates a closed path. So the concept of tree is clear. Concept of tree. एक कोई और तो कोई ट्री, हमने सारी ट्री बना ली, और एक ट्री तुम बनाओ. किसकी बनाओगे? इस ग्राफ की एक ट्री बना के देख लो. चलो इस ग्राफ की एक ट्री बनाओ. How? अच्छा, just tell me how many branches will be required for forming a tree of this graph?
2.
2.
sir.
2 only. So I can have a tree like this. I can have a tree like this, isn't it? This is a tree. You agree?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Is this a tree?
Sir, नहीं
No,
sir.
sir.
No sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Why?
Sir,
Sir,
node
एक
बन चुका है.
isolated node आ गया.
Isolated node.
Isolated.
Sir,
Closed
There is
path.
an
Closed
isolated
path.
node as well as a
Connected.
closed path. As well as a closed path. So both. It's violating 2 things. It's giving me an isolated node as well as a closed path. Next. चलिए अब आगे बढ़ते हैं. So we have done trees, we have done this, we have done links, and we have done everything. Now we start with something very interesting. Now we come back to our directed graph. Let this be the graph of any network. Let's forget about the network. Let's not worry about the network. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3. And this is a directed graph. Now we will be dealing with directed graphs. This is the directed graph. This is element number 1. This is element number 2. This is element number 3. And this is our reference node 0 or 3. How do we feed the geometry of this graph? How do we feed the geometry of this graph to a computer? For this, we will translate this graph into a matrix. We will translate this graph into a matrix called A hat. Let me put a hat over it. This is a Chinese hat, A hat. This A hat is called element node incidence matrix. Element node incidence matrix. And its size is number of nodes into number of elements. Its size is number of nodes into number of elements. It is n into e size matrix called element node incidence matrix. Now this matrix will have elements like a, I, j is equal to. It will have a, I, j. The elements of this matrix can have 3 values. Now you can guess what are those 3 values. You can easily guess what are those 3 values.
Resistance, voltage, and current. So
Then there is no resistance, there is no voltage, no current. This is just a graph. This is a directed graph. That's it. We don't have any information about resistance, voltage. This is just a
Zero
graph.
positive and negative.
Shabash. That's laudable. That's laudable. 0, positive, negative. What? It will have values +1 or -1 or 0. It will have these 3 values +1, -1 or 0. Now, when will it be +1? When it will be +1 when element J is incident to ith node. Element J is incident means it is connected to ith node and is directed away from the node. Is directed away from the node. And it is directed away from the node. This is equal to +1. For example, look this. This element is incident to node 1 and it is directed away. So its entry will be +1. This node, this element 2 is incident to node 2 and is directed towards the node. What will be the entry?
-1.
-1. When it is directed towards the node. Directed towards the node. When it is directed away from the node, it is +1. When it is directed towards node, it is -1. This element number 2 is not at all incident to 0th node, isn't it? The 2 ends of this element are 1 and 2. 0 doesn't come in picture. So 0 node is not related to element 2. So if there is no incident, So this matrix will have 3 values +1, -1 or 0 depending on whether the element is incident or not. If it is incident, then it will have +1 or -1. If it is oriented away from the node, it will be +1. If it is oriented towards the node, it will be -1. And if it is not at all incident, then it will be 0. We'll form this matrix. कल क्या है? कल कोई क्लास तो नहीं है सैटरडे? कल तो क्लास नहीं है ना?
No, sir.
नहीं है सर.
No, sir.
ठीक है. So we meet on Monday and we'll continue from this point onwards. Thank you. Or questions, please. If you have questions.
सर एक बार ये जरा फिर से बताएंगे।
Thank you.
ये